Morning and welcome to the channel. Beystor Makoala once more. Beystor Makoala Training Academy. It's here on YouTube and TikTok. Let me explain what I'm going to be doing today. What happened was about a couple of Sundays ago we were at a shooting range, and this, unfortunately, the screw that goes into here went missing. Alright, so I've got a longer screw in there, so I'm going to be taking like a grinder or something, try and see if I can make that nice and flush so it fits into there. So it does work, but it's not great because, as you can see, this release mechanism button thing here is loose. Okay, so this is the M3K by Stoeger, Techish, but nice, shoots very nicely. The other thing that I'll be doing is I'll be doing a thorough clean because I need to make sure that it runs smoothly again. I've got some chokes, so I've already taken this thing apart, other than, you know, like stuff I don't really have to. What I need to do though is I brought some pliers here, that way I can actually go and get into the front of I believe this here. Everything is safety checked, so the firearm is indeed safe and it's good to work on. And I'm mentioning that because I'm actually putting my finger through the barrel. So this is the one thing I have not really done before. So I'm taking pliers here, being careful not to break anything. There's a spring. I think I just need to either turn it or just press it down and pull it, but I may need a special tool for this. Okay, it's beginning to move. Right, maybe I'll actually get to do that last, but I was hoping to get all the springs at one go so I can get in there, but not an issue because I've got ballistal. Yeah, it looks like I need to turn that. I do have ballistal, so I'm gonna spray down across everything that requires attention. As you can see, this is really dirty. There's a lot of gunk in there, so yeah. And then I'll get my cleaning kit for the shotgun, and then I'll finish off with the AR-15 that I've got in front of us. So I'm just gonna spray ballistal, let it run into there. I don't need to spray anything in here. I'll just run a cloth. It smells a little bit of grease, so it may have been, I don't know. So I'm gonna let this one run for a few seconds, and while it does, actually, I will also get to spray inside of this where we need that. I'm gonna get Lucas oil from my range bag and a few cloths. So I can get going. Alright. Yo. So I had to pause the video because I couldn't find a cleaning kit. I ended up just mixing and mashing because this is for my AR-15. It's a cleaning kit, Gun Boss Pro AR-15 2235556 modern cleaning kit. It's nice and portable. I keep it in my range bag. And this is the original one that I had bought. I think it's Hoppy's, but I've lost one of the connector rod extension pieces here, so I'm gonna have to find it. So I'm improvising a little bit by using this real Avid one. So I've actually run through, I've had this go through a couple of times down the tube. Is that the tube? But anyway, and then just a mop to get it nice and dry. So as you can see, I'm struggling a bit because I'm not using the right tool, but this is indeed 12 gauge. So I'm gonna run it a couple more times, and then I'll actually use a kitchen towel and all tissue paper, and then I'll get towards the mops and then run a final detail dry, because I really want this thing to be smooth. Okay, that should be enough for now. I've got some ballistil that are wet in here. I just need to find my small brush, which was here somewhere. Found it. And then just get into those areas there that are not easy to get to, especially these ejector things. What is this? No, that's something else, but it looks really dirty. It's something that really requires attention. So a little bit of ballistil again, and then I'll just finalize, making sure that I don't get more ballistil down that way, because I've already cleaned that up. So pretty much done. I'm going to wipe it, wipe all of it, just using normal toilet tissue. I don't know where my kitchen towel is. So for the inside, let's start with that. Make sure it's nice and shiny. Yeah, that looks much better. That looks really cool. So for these, I'm gonna apply a little bit of this gun oil here, Lucas Extreme Duty, especially with the shotgun. Make it nice and solid and tight to make sure that when I put everything together, it's nice and tight. I didn't want to remove this really, but I suppose it will just give me a better way of getting into where I couldn't get to. So yeah, maybe a little bit of ensuring that I'm wiping it nice and clean. I'll remove the toilet tissue that's stuck in there. It should be easy peasy. Right, now this out the way. Actually, I need to get into here quickly, a few turns, and then throw this piece of paper away because it's done its job. I have not ballistil this. Okay, let it sit. Then while that goes, see if I can clean the rest of the spring here. I can find a way to, don't really want to remove this, because sometimes with the springs, you know, they jump off and you have to really struggle. Just find a way to lock it back, more like that, and then clean it nicely. Okay, it looks good. Then try and get into the bottom here. It's just a spring. I hate this paper here. I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm just gonna ballistil it once more when I'm done here. So I keep nails. Wipe this nicely. I'll get to this pot in a bit. Just need to clean off this front portion here. Right, so that's done. Let's get into this area here, just to remove the dirt and that yeah, this is good. This is good. I'll put that back there, wipe it again on the outside. In my range bag I've got one of these guys that should hook into the front there. Let's just find it quickly. I'll actually put it on once I've taken everything back together so I don't waste your time. Okay, nice and shiny. One side. This can go away. And then to this piece here, wipe off that excess oil. I must still make a plan, but I'll do this off camera. This is bugging me. I had wasn't failure to feed, but it was more like not being able to load through the pots, the loading pot, the loading gate. Once I had one up and then let the ball go forward, and then I'm unable to then have those reloads. Apologies, my face is not in the camera today, but yeah, thanks. I know that my followership is gaining momentum. I do appreciate it. The comments, the likes, and everything else, really helps, supports the channel. Okay, I'm hoping to get some sponsorship as well, because 2025 I'm hopefully bull shooting at a national level, or maybe even world. Actually, shoot the competition comes to Africa. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to start saving money if it's going elsewhere, because you'll see this is for Northern Gauteng. I'm with NGPSA Northern Gauteng, as well as Pretoria Military Practical Shooting Club. But you also see me shoot a lot at Safari Outdoor out in West Rand. So yeah, if you run a business, if you are willing to provide a helping hand, because ammunition is expensive, diesel is expensive, getting to the range almost on a daily basis, trying to practice, yeah, it requires a lot. Okay, but it's like any other sport. A friend of mine came yesterday. He was supposed to play golf, and he said, you know what, I thought golf was expensive as a sport or a hobby, something that you do. And we started looking at the cost of ammunition alone, and how much you actually spend per firearm. It becomes a lot. So let me see if I can remember how to put this thing back on. So that should pretty much go. So that's the top, front, just like that. I think. There you go. Right, and then what I'm gonna need to do is it's a little bit tight. Doesn't look right. Yeah, it does, because this is going to come to the front here once we're done. Yeah, it looks good. So now let me see if I need. Well, I'll actually spray ballistol while I have this thing. It's a long shotgun. It's a really long shotgun. Okay. See if we can align everything properly. Where are we now? No. Okay, and then as I mentioned, to put back together. Not really, but yeah. Oh yeah, I know there's something I forgot to do. Now I have to do my magic trick here to make sure that I can release this forward. But otherwise it does not work. I've got to get this thing. There we go. And then this one over like that. Then I'll go tighten up everything up in front. Yeah, there's a lot of screwing and unscrewing, especially with this component here. So you screw it through here once, and then you've got to do the same thing at the back. But it looks good now, it feels good. So what I need to do is just find one more connector just to make sure that I close it off completely. And I'll do some testing using my dummy rounds off camera, and I will let you know how that went. Thanks a lot, Beystor Makoala, once more. Please continue to comment, like, subscribe, and like I said, sponsorship would be great. And then I'll see you on the next one. Have fun out there at the range, especially competition shooting. I'm big on competition shooting. Firearms are not for killing people, but they're more for sport for me, and recreational activities. Okay, stay safe, and we'll check you soon. Oh, got to the range bag, got to get it around. Keep on 3 years later. Man, I won't that down.